Hello children, welcome to EVS class. Unit 3 Housing and Clothing. In this session, we will be studying more about clothing. Clothes. Clothes protect us from heat, cold and rain. It also protects us from insect bites. Don't we look beautiful and smart when we dress up? Yes, we wear different kinds of clothes that suits for different seasons. We know that clothes are available in different materials and in different colors. How are they made up of? They are made of fibers which is obtained from the plants or animals, which is then made into small thin threads. That threads are joined together to form a fabric. So fiber is nothing but the material we get from the plant or animal which is the source. From that fibers are joined together to form a fabric. So fiber is a material which is available in the form of thin and continuous strands. So for example, we can see a cotton plant in a field which is then converted to a fiber. This fiber is turned to a thin thread form which is called yarn. This thread is then joined together to form a fabric. This is a simple example of how a fiber is converted to fabric. So there are two types of fibers. One is natural fiber and another one is synthetic fiber. Natural fiber means from the name itself we can say that it is naturally obtained from the plant or animals. Synthetic means it is made of chemicals and it is man-made fiber. So the fibers are now classified into natural fibers and synthetic fibers or man-made fibers. Natural fibers is obtained from plants or animals. It is a source. Source is nothing but the raw material from which we make the fabric. So in natural, the source is plants and animals. For example, cotton, linen, they are obtained from plant. Cotton is from cotton plant and linen is from flax plant. In animals, wool is reared from sheep and silk is from silkworm. So it is the example of animal fiber. Synthetic or man-made fibers. Fibers that are found by man. Man made it and so it is called as man-made fibers. For example, nylon and polyester. These nylon and polyester are generally used in all our waterproof materials where it is easy to dry and it is very long lasting, it is very stretchable and it has a wrinkle free. Okay, so this is what this is the special advantage of this man-made fiber or synthetic fiber. Natural fibers are obtained naturally both from plants and animals. We get cotton from a cotton plant, silk from the silkworm. We rear wool from the sheep, rabbits, or sometimes with the goats. We get linen material from the flax plant. Some plant fibers are cotton, silk cotton, jute, coir, flax, and hemp. The cotton plant gives the cotton, and jute we get from the jute plant. Coir is nothing but the waste product obtained from the coconut, which is then made into a fiber. Flax plant gives the linen material which is used for making many kinds of dresses. Hemp. Hemp is also a plant which is giving a fiber that is used for making dresses. Silk cotton is also obtained from a plant. Now, let us study about the products we obtain from the plant fibers. From the cotton, we make cotton dresses. From jute, we make the rugs or bags. From the hemp, we get a fiber which is used for making dress. From flax, we get a linen fiber which is used for making linen fabrics. Coir is obtained from the coconut tree which is used to make rope. Rubber is used to make rubber shoes or tires. Animal fibers include wool and silk. Wool is mostly from sheep and it is also obtained from goat, yak, camel and rabbit. Silk is produced from silkworms. These are the animal fibers which are obtained naturally. Other than natural fibers, we have some artificial fibers which are man-made. They are unnatural. They are produced by adding some chemicals to the natural sources. For example, nylon, rayon, polyester and terylene. Man-made fibers are nylon, polyester and acrylic, which are used to make t-shirts, waterproof jackets and sweaters. Man-made fibers have an advantage of long lasting, they are wrinkle free, they are waterproof. We wear different kinds of clothes that suits the weather. Normally, we experience the summer, winter and rainy. In this weather conditions, we prefer different material to suit the condition. In very cold places like Antarctica, people wear different material to make them warm. In summer, we use light colored clothes which will allow heat from our body to escape. It also absorbs little heat from the sunlight, keeping us cool. That is why we prefer light colored clothes. Example, cotton and linen. During winter, we prefer dark colored clothes. They do not let the heat escape from our body and keeps us warm. For example, we prefer woolen scarves, woolen sweaters and woolen socks to keep ourselves warm. In rainy season, we wear waterproof materials like raincoat and an umbrella which will keep us dry when we go out in rain. In very cold places, people wear fur clothes which is made from the skin of animals to keep them warm. Hope you understood the topic of clothing, how they are made and what are the types of fibers which are used to convert them to fabric and what are the fabrics and the materials used depending on the weather conditions. Now let us learn some words to remember. Fibers, natural, linen, flax, jute, nylon, polyester, weather, waterproof, acrylic. Got an idea about how much important house and clothes are to humans. Hope to meet you in the online session. Thank you. Bye.